thing that's basically just trying to take what we've decided to give our proposals and try and make it action. The Aboriginal working group, I need to change that. It's just a focus on how all of our actions that we'll have on the Aboriginal people. There's the Legal Support Working Group, here to give support and advice to people and provide solidarity when necessary. Take care of yourself and others, know your rights, include your right to a lawyer. The Community Outreach Group is pretty much trying to keep in contact with all the other occupiers going around the world as well as the unions and stuff. I think it's really important that we try and keep up the stuff that they're doing in other cities. I've even going through proposals that they've been doing and seeing if we can bring it to the group, that way we're all working on the same page. The media group, which is a little bit described, they've even good for some writers and stuff, trying to put some stuff on the internet, photos, videos, Skyping other occupations, that's really good. The Environmental Impacts Group, just to make sure that we're keeping the place clean, there's no cigarette butts and stuff, everybody knows that we were here. They don't have any reason to say that we can't be here as long as we keep it, it's the way it should be. Art and Music Working Group, I don't know if you've noticed, but Occupy Melbourne and stuff like that have some really great musicians going around trying to keep a positive vibe going through the place, so if you have an instrument or something, you may as well bring it along to the General Assembly. And I think that's pretty much all for it. If you think that there's any other working groups that we're going to need as we're working through, bring it to the attention and we'll make a consensus on it and make it happen.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like I've just seen some of, the footage about how it's going in other cities and stuff like that, and I'm just wondering about how you've got groups, but is there a way, a method that the groups are working, like so that we're not using the methods of the people that feel most comfortable, the loudest, the most eloquent people get their says? You said consensus.
Yeah, well basically everybody signs up to the group I think that you feel most passionate about and that you want to work with, and you go off and develop a proposal to yourself. And I also like the idea of that because at least it's creating a diverse amount of people. We're not all sitting around reassuring ourselves of our ideas. And then when we get back in the General Assembly, I was going to propose this, that you'd have maybe 2 minutes to explain why and how you want something to happen, and then we vote on it and take it from there. Or if there's no consensus, then it's forwarded on. Is that your question? Not voting, consensus. The way that they do it in Melbourne is if you agree, you wiggle your hands in the air, and if you don't, you put it straight up. And the only way you can oppose it is if you can come up with an alternative. That way we're not just sitting there competing for the best answer, we're actually trying to come up with a solution to change
Has that been working well?